Colston. Malcolm Arthur Colston, 5 April 1938, 23 August 2003, was an Australian politician who served as a senator for Queensland from 1975 to 1999. He was a member of the Labour Party until 1996, when he resigned to sit as an independent following a dispute over his candidacy for Deputy President of the Senate. Colston was a schoolteacher before entering politics and held a doctorate in educational psychology from the University of Queensland. Early life. Colston was born in Brisbane and joined the Labour Party at the age of 19 and held several branch positions in the party. He was unsuccessfully nominated for selection as a Senate candidate at the age of 23. He qualified as a teacher and taught in several primary schools while he completed a doctorate in educational psychology at the University of Queensland. He failed on 2 further occasions to gain Senate selection. He later wrote a book, The Odd One Out, about his political experiences. Role in 1975 constitutional crisis. Colston indirectly played a role in the 1975 Australian constitutional crisis. On 30 June 1975, Queensland ALP Senator Bertie Milner died suddenly. The Labour Party nominated Colston to fill the casual vacancy in the Senate. The Constitution provides that a Senate casual vacancy is filled by a person chosen by the relevant state parliament. Although not a constitutional requirement until 1977, it was long a convention for the state parliament to choose a person nominated by the departing senator's political party. However, the Premier of Queensland, Joe Bell-Peterson, claimed that Colston was a dangerous socialist and refused to appoint him. Officially, though, Bell-Peterson expressed doubts over Colston's integrity and instead appointed Albert Field, a member of the Labour Party who was staunchly opposed to the policies of the Go-Whitlam Labour government. The ALP challenged Field's appointment in a High Court, and Field was unleashed from the Senate almost from the day of his appointment. That gave the coalition a greater advantage, and so was one of the crucial events that led to the dismissal of the Whitlam government. Labour Senator. At the ensuing 1975 election, Colston was elected to the Labour Senator. He continued to serve in that capacity until 1996. From 1993 to his retirement, he was a joint father of the Senate along with Brian Harradine. Resignation from Labour Party. After the 1996 election, the Labour Party refused to nominate Colston to become Deputy President of the Senate, a position he had previously held from 1990 to 1993. In a bid to win him over, the Hard Coalition government offered to support him. Colston resigned from the Labour Party by fax message at 11:30 am on 20 August, and he took his seat as an independent that afternoon. In the evening, he was elected Deputy President on the nomination of the coalition. He opposed the coalition's industrial relations package, but he voted for the sale of a third of Telstra and some other government initiatives. Colston then sat as a Queensland First Senator. Travel allowances scandal. In 1997, Colston was charged by the Commonwealth Director of Public Prosecutions with 28 charges of defrauding the Commonwealth by allegedly misusing his parliamentary travel allowance. He then revealed that he was suffering from cancer. Prosecution was not pursued after medical opinion was provided that Colston was unlikely to live long enough for trial to be completed. In the event, he survived for a further 6 years. He retired from the Senate at the end of his term. Death and estate. Colston died of colon cancer in 2003. He had appointed his wife, Dawn Colston, as executor and trustee of his will, but she died 11 months later before she could dispose of her husband's will. She had appointed her brother, Brian McMullen, as executor of her will. The Colston son, Douglas Colston, claimed that he was entitled to half the income of his parents' estates and initiated action against McMullen. The case was ongoing as of September 2011. Notwithstanding the controversies that he generated after his defection from Labour, Colston requested that no condolence motion be moved in the Senate after his death.